Hello, my beautiful pile number ones, or those of you who chose this beautiful desert rose selenite crystal. Welcome to your reading about your ancestors, what the ancestors have to say. So I want to get into the stone you picked really quick. So the desert rose selenite is very good for clearing the mind, having clear focus and clear decision making, clearing out like any muddlement or muddied energies of the mind, bringing more clarity. And it also helps you gain kind of motivation and direction to achieve your dreams and your goals, which I think is really interesting, given the cards that we have for your reading. So first I'll get into the tarot, just give you the layout of all the cards that you picked or that picked you. So we have thought, a lot of masculine energy here. So we have the King of Fire, the King of Earth, and the King of Air. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. We have for your animal tarot cards, we have Lynx for secrets, number 2. We have the Goat with reliability, number 19. We have the Chameleon for change, number 33. We have number 18, the Earth Keeper, number 27, the Hunter, and number 41, the Rainbow. So there's heavy masculine energy here. I mean, this is insane. We have 3 kings. You guys are powerful. Like, who the heck am I reading for right now? This is insane. Major king energy. Beautiful cards. And I feel like a sort of straightforward message. I'm being super drawn to the Lynx card secret. Like, even when I was just laying out your cards for this reading, this card was just really sucking me in. Like, it has a message for you. So I'm hearing a message from your ancestors that you are capable. You are a very attractive person, physically and intellectually. You guys hold a great capacity within yourselves that you kind of don't acknowledge, or it's kept hidden from you, or it's trapped inside you. I get the sense you have these eyes that when people look at you, they know that you're hungry for the world, or that you're destined for something great. Like, it's just an aura that's carried about you. You're very otherworldly. I'm also getting you guys are very psychic. The Lynx has these little patches of fur on the tops of its ears, and I'm just getting that you guys are very intuitive. You guys pick up a lot on, maybe there we have like nebulas or stars being created in this card behind this gorgeous lynx. Sometimes you guys can be intimidating, or to use your attractiveness or your intelligence, use it for good, because be careful. I'm hearing almost like a warning that you possess power. You can alter the minds of people. You can entrap people, questioning their reality, questioning who they are. You're like, you can be like a puppeteer almost. I'm getting the sense of, you can command a lot of control over people with your words, with your thoughts, with you just being you. So be careful. I feel like you're a very desirable person, whether you think so or not. I'm getting this very intense energy from you guys, and also to to know you hold the power to create worlds within you, and to know that you guys may be very sensitive. Let's see. The color red may be very important. Maybe it's your favorite color. Maybe it's something you resonate with. Let me see. You guys may be very into space or crystal balls, or you find energy interesting, or magnets, or lightning. There's something very otherworldly about you guys. I feel like you guys are very expansive in your thoughts, in your words, in your vocabulary. I'm seeing like this lynx holding this blue orb, and it's like a giant throat chakra to me just right now for some reason. And you hold so much power. So this is really a warning to just be aware of your power and the impact that you hold, and to tread and to check into your intention. You guys have to be very intentional when you have so much power, right? We heard from my son loves Spider-Man, right? With great power, right, comes great responsibility. But you have immense power, like cosmic power, interdimensional power. Like, this is intense. It's so interesting, but this is just a warning. Like, there's destruction, there can be death, there can be darkness too. Not that you guys are evil or anything, right? We want to walk the middle path, but it can get dark, it can get dense, it can get heavy, in your own mind, right? In your inner world, in your thoughts, and where your mind goes, maybe your dreams. Maybe you guys have like dark fantasies, or I'm getting like Scorpio vibes, but I'm seeing like just major gnarly energy around you, and that the same energy that can be used to create such magnificent things can heed immense destruction. So that's just a warning for some of you. Not all of you. Remember, this is a general reading. Someone, I just really tuned into your energy. Thank you for being here. You're powerful. It's an honor. Okay, so with the links above the King of Fire and thoughts, I want to get into this. So you guys, hands down, are very creative. I'm getting Leo energy right off the bat with this, let's see. Yes, there's a lion here. We also have a dragon. Very fiery energy, very creative. We have the sun. You guys might have a golden aura. I hear you guys could be teachers. You guys could be like ascended masters incarnate, right? We have 33 here, so 333, right? That reminds me of ascended masters working with higher knowledge. We have 3 kings here, the Trinity. This is powerful creation energy. You guys are powerful creators, powerful manifestors. And I'm seeing with the thoughts card here is that your mind isn't balanced. Okay, sorry. So I'm seeing you guys have a spiritual connection. I see this because we have a gold illumination above this woman's head. And I'm seeing that you need to feed more or water more the thoughts of positivity. And it's not just about like being positive or negative or optimistic or pessimistic, but this is about giving your attention and your focus to that which breeds life, that breeds, there's like 4-leaf clovers here. I feel like that you'll be very lucky once, things will unfold as if you are very lucky if you can alter your train of thought. here I see a pentacle. It's going to bring more abundance into your life. If you've been trying to manifest improve finances or more stability, or you want to grow something in your life, a business idea or venture, something that you're passionate about, something that you want growth, something that excites you, right? With the gold here. I'm seeing that it's just a matter of like watering those things with positive thoughts, right? We all get into those phases where our mind's kind of warped, or we spiral into like this negative thought web and we kind of get stuck there, or we get fixated on questioning why, how, and I'm just seeing like to be open to possibilities, open to seeing the wonder of the world, open to seeing magic, open to letting the power of the universe reveal itself to you. I'm hearing like ask and you shall receive, and train your mind towards a higher way of seeing things, a brighter way of seeing things, right? More half full than half empty sort of thing. It's coming through. But you have a lot of positive cards. Okay, so we have all these kings. So your ancestors want you to know, just be mindful of your thoughts, right? I heard this just the other day. It's like all these famous people, right? Like Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, right? Who have mass amounts of wealth and have succeeded in life, right? We would all agree that these people are very successful and accomplished. Do you think that they question everything? Do you think that they're pessimistic and breaking everything down and dissecting things, right? You guys are very, very intelligent, but almost to a detriment. I'm seeing like you put things under a microscope and want to chop it down, analyze, question. When it's like, where's the magic? Where's the magic in that, right? If you try to put the universe in a box, right, it can't be contained. It's ever expanding and unfolding itself and creating, right? If we understand that to achieve great things, we have to hold that vision in our mind, and we have to be open that, hey, like maybe I don't make it all happen on my own, because you guys have that very masculine energy, like I'm gonna do shit, I'm gonna get this done, I have a plan. Or you have that desire. There's a lot of energy, right? Because kings are the masculine energy that gets shit done, that gets things done, that sees things through, that guides the nation, right? To expand its territory, to go to war, to feed and take care of its people, to spread knowledge. You guys are so powerful, and it's like, train your mind to nourish that power instead of questioning and diminishing it. And do you guys kind of get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm babbling nonsense, but I hope that I'm making a little bit of sense. So your ancestors want you to know that you are powerful and creative. You have imaginative, creative ideas, and if there's passion, if there's joy, if it's something that excites you, that gets you like stoked about, then go for it. Why not try? Start, right? You have a lot of start, initiation energy. We have the King of Earth. You're meant to have abundance. People view you as abundant. People view you as stable, as we have reliability right on top of this card. But the goat, you are meant to make a mass amount of financial security in your life, where you're not, I see a house and a little goat, but the goat that you are is huge. You're a mountain, right? we're talking about wealth that sustains generations after you, generations to come after you. You have this potential within you. Will you nourish the thoughts to get you there? Will you believe in yourself to do the creative ideas, see it through with the earth, right? This is the physicality of it. So you have the ambition, the spark, the creativity. You may have the resources to do it, right? You have the willingness to put in the effort. And then we have the king of air. You have the intelligence to get it done. You can, if you don't know something, you can look it up. You guys will attain the knowledge. You guys have a vast amount of knowledge here. So, yes, I feel like you guys could also, we have no water here, really. There's no water here. There's a lot of fire, air, and earth. Maybe these are prevalent in your astrology chart. Maybe these are energies that come naturally to you. But I'm seeing that you guys aren't people that are going to let emotions get in the way of what you have to do. What I'm seeing, like, your only blockage would be your thoughts, right? It's this mental block of belief, of faith, of hope, of seeing the magic, of training with secrets here. This could be like unconscious or subconscious programming that's kind of like fucking you up, excuse my language, but this could be what's keeping you from fully stepping into like what you're capable of, because you're capable of a lot. Like a lot. I'm not even kidding. I don't think you guys understand. So we also have the Four of Earth here, and so this card is very interesting. So this card is all about, you will accomplish whatever it is you want to build, whatever it is you want to create. We have the bee here. You guys put out whatever you choose to put your effort into, right? Where it's meticulous and, okay. So just slow and steady. I feel like you guys, because there's so much masculine energy here, are the kind of people who kind of just push through no matter what. Like I said, you guys don't really let emotions hinder you from your goals or what you want to achieve. But this card is just telling you, like, yes, slow and steady to go towards what you're building, and you will reap beautiful rewards. But there's just a warning here also to take time to rest, right? Don't be hasty. You guys may work with your hands. There's like blood on this guy's, like, this guy has a massive like slash on his inner arm. He's bleeding. There's blood dripping down and all over like the thumb on his right hand. So the wound is on his feminine side, right? On our bodies, the left side is a feminine, the right side is a masculine. So it's like, just honor yourself. Like a little bit of self-care is needed here. Don't let worry make you make harsh decisions, rash decisions. We don't want to make decisions out of fear or desperation or fear of lack or losing out. Don't let fear and doubt slow you down or hinder you or, wound you. I feel like what's going to wound you is not taking time to balance yourself out with some rest, and also maybe losing track of your positive thoughts, right? The doubt, the fear, the questioning. But I see you guys are destined for success there, with that being the end of your tarot. So we have number 33, the chameleon. We have change here with the master number 33. So what I'm seeing is your guides telling you, like, you guys could be very mutable, very flexible. This is kind of contradicting. But I see, like, sometimes you guys can, like, adapt, is kind of what I'm getting from this card. You can blend in. This card talks about also not dimming yourself too much. If you're meant to stand out, then stand out, you know? Don't hold back your intelligence, or some of you guys may be very sophisticated or have a lot of brilliant ideas that could be kind of quirky, could be kind of out there, could be kind of different. And don't feel like you have to change so that, you know, not everyone's going to be for you, and that's fine. Just stay true, right, to you, to your vision, towards what you want to create. And maybe change is necessary. Chameleons aren't very fast creatures, so maybe this change is also just like slow and steady, like slowly make the changes necessary for you to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And why I'm thinking you guys are achieving something is because we have the Four of Pentacles at the end of this reading, and it's just what I'm getting, especially with the go with reliability. And all these kings, it's like kings want to build castles and nations and armies and resources to feed their people. I feel like you guys have people close to you that you want to take care of. Could be your family, could be like, this could be political too. Like, you guys want to take care of your country, of your nation, of generations to come. But there's a lot, like, I'm feeling responsibility. I'm also feeling a lot of pressure, maybe even some anxiety you guys have. Like, I need to do this. When is this going to get done? And I'm hearing just slow and steady, step by step, brick by brick. But show up, you know, little by little. Make the changes necessary to achieve your goal. Start with your thoughts. Beware of the power that you hold, because it's powerful. You hold creation and destruction within you. So be mindful, be aware. Constantly question your intentions behind something. Remember that you're meant for greatness. You're meant for prosperity. You're meant to have abundance. You wouldn't want it if it wasn't meant for you. I promise God is not that cruel. The universe is not cruel. If there is a desire within you, it's for you to spark and make the changes and to take the action and to find a way, right? Keeping an open mind and open heart, particularly an open mind to, to receiving. That might be hard for you guys, receiving. You guys are very intuitive. I'm seeing, like, with the eagle here, you guys may have a major psychic abilities. I'm seeing psychics, magicians, ascended masters. I'm getting Aquarius energy, Taurus energy, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's move into your advice from your ancestors. So I'll repeat it again. For the advice, we have number 18, the Earth Keeper, number 27, the Hunter, and number 41, the Rainbow. I'm being called to the Rainbow card first. Number 41. Such an interesting bird on this card. Anyway, so this card is about a couple things. But one of them is to symbolize that if things have been kind of chaotic and messy and hectic in your life, like that, the storm, right? Rainbows always come after the storm, that it's about to end, but it's telling you to just be cautious, to keep a healthy guard up, or like maybe a healthy level of detachment to whatever's coming or going on around you, and to just know that It's gonna pass. I'm hearing just breathe. Just breathe. Things will come back into alignment soon enough. Whatever issues are going on in or around you. This card is also another warning to don't get too caught up in illusions, or like if you have investments or something regarding business, it's like, don't think that, oh, you know, once I get, you know, I make $10 million, you know, off of this thing, then I'll be happy. I'll finally feel fulfilled. You know, this, that, or the other, that very like enticing, not delusion, kind of like, it could be just saying like, if I get this, or when I get this, then I can find happiness. Like, this card is here to tell you, or your ancestors are here to remind you to find the beauty and the treasure in life that's happening right now, right? Because then your heart will never feel fulfilled. And even if you get that $10 million, like, that's great, but you're just gonna want more. You're gonna want another 10 million, or you're gonna want 100 million. You know, it's never going to end. Humans are never fully satisfied by what we have. We have this hunger. You satisfy it momentarily, and then you're hungry again in a few hours, or the next day, you know, never fully satiated. This is telling you to seek enrichment and fulfillment, and find the gold in life through other means, not just financial or in business or success. To find it and have richness in your relationship, with your family, with your friends, with hobbies. You know, find simple joys and treasure in life to tend to your soul, to tend to your spirit. I feel like you guys need to regain a lightness of being. You guys can tend to like have a very serious, very, very serious side. But with the chameleon here, and with the thought card here, and with the rainbow, feeling like connect more with your childlike joy. And yeah, don't make everything so heavy. You don't need to be so weighed down all the time. Find a moment a day, each day, at least one moment, 1 minute, to just like lighten your load, lighten your heart, lighten your spirit. Do something that'll make you smile. Listen to some music that'll make you smile. Go for a drive, you know. There doesn't have to be a destination. Just go. Just breathe. Just smile. Okay? Tend to your inner child that way. What did you like to do when you were young? Tend to that. Nourish that. Feed that. And it's good for you. Good for your soul, right? We're all gonna die. Do you want to look back and review your life where you were just pissed off and dissatisfied? What kind of life is that, you know? Find a way to bring adventure and joy and lightness. So if you die tomorrow, even though you didn't finish building your castle, did you have fun doing it along the way, or was it all just miserable? We're not here to live miserable lives. We're here to play and to have fun building whatever we're gonna do. We're at the beach. We're just kids at the beach wanting to build, you know, you want to build a sandcastle. Okay, build your sandcastle, but things aren't always gonna go right all the time, or smoothly, or how we want them to, or how we say this has to happen this way. Just allow more space for play, for surprise, for mystery, for magic. Just laugh more, smile more. It's a beautiful thing. Regain a lightness of being. That's what I'm hearing. So you can die happy. Die happy. I don't know what ancestor is coming through saying that. You don't want to die and have led a miserable life. And it pains your ancestors to see you so stressed and feeling miserable. They're just saying that's no way to live life. Have fun and enjoy doing whatever it is that you're doing. Even if, it's an obligation, or it feels like an obligation, or it seems so big, how am I going to do all this? Have faith. You have the power. You have the capability. You'll have the resources. You have the knowledge. You have the creativity. Trust yourself, but don't put so much pressure, right? When we manifest, we also have to practice that detachment, right? If you put so much energy and pressure and this has to happen in a timeline, it's not going to manifest. But if you're like, I want this, and you do what you got to do, but you don't put so much pressure on it and you let it go, you let it breathe, then it's going to grow and it's going to flourish. Okay. Leads us to card number 27, the Hunter. And the Hunter speaks of, you have all your skills that you need. Rely on them. Tap into your tool belt. You have everything that you need. It's okay. Not every time you go hunting, you're not going to kill the grizzly bear or the elk every time, but every 3 times you will. It's to not put so much pressure on yourself. It's okay to fail. It's okay. That's how we learn. Make mistakes. We shoot, we aim, we fire. Sometimes it doesn't always hit a bullseye, and that's okay. But can you learn and adjust your technique? Don't be so critical of yourself. This card also tells you to find your own path, or have a commune with spirit, with God, the universe, whatever you call this power greater than we are, and to commune with it, ask it, to show you the way, and spirit will show you what path to take, and it'll lead you to, your kill. You're the hunter. You provide. That is very evident in your reading. You are a provider. You guys don't just care about yourself. You guys care about others. And what I'm seeing is like your ancestors saying, like, carry that intention throughout your pursuits. Like, you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the future generation, you're thinking about your family, you're thinking about, making it a better life for those to come, so they don't have to go through what you went through. They don't have to feel the way you feel. I feel like you really want to change these. It could be like ancestral patterns of poverty, of negative thinking, of lack, of this heaviness, of these obstacles, or this dragging you back when you're trying to go forward. There's so many wings here. You're meant to just fucking fly and soar through that shit. We have the King of Air, right? Yeah, there's a sword there. I'm like, doesn't air have swords? Yes. You're meant to cut through the bullshit, cut through the illusions, cut that off. Cut that cyclical, fucked up scenario that seems to be like repeating in your life or through generations. And with the Earth Keepers, it's like, dream bigger. You may be limiting yourself. And think of not just how you can better yourself, but like I said, the generations to come, the world, right? What is what you're doing impacting the world, making it a better place? It's a card about intentions, right? This is also a card about cleaning up, right? The Earth Keeper tending to, because our lives are a reflection of the world outside of us and around us. And if our inner life is messy, right? Our relationships, are messy, our house is messy, you know, our thoughts are messy. Clean it up. Start with your mind, start with your relationships, your house, your environment, your community, and branch out. And then once you get those things in order, it'll be reflected back to you. Things will be in order, things will lay out. The Hunter card, you go out seeking, but Spirit will lead you where you need to go. Be open to it. Be open to the mystery. Be open to going down a path that hasn't been paved before. You're not supposed to do things the way that your family's done it. You can't explain it to people, you know, around you or your friends or your colleagues, right? Because they haven't done it. You're gonna make big changes. You're gonna do things that no one around you has ever accomplished, has ever seen, has never been done. No one shot the grizzly bear and brought it back and said, here, eat. Hey, you're meant to do things no one else has done. Just be mindful of your intention. Get your heart and your mind in order and in the right place. Acknowledge and be aware of the power that you hold within yourself, the connection that you really have. You guys are super psychic. Super freaking psychic. Tap into that, explore that, play with that. Make it fun. Make a game, you know, with Spirit. You know, ask and you shall receive. Speak out loud to the universe. Voice what it is, you know. Where is my path? Where am I supposed to go? How, you know, lead me, ancestors, lead me, Spirit, lead me, God, show me the way. This is what I want. I want to express my creativity. I want abundance. I want to be more intelligent. I want to build this castle. XYZ, be specific, you know, with what you want, how you're going to feel. And just open your eyes and be willing to see the messages. Don't question. Think, oh, this is fucking incredible. This is fucking magic. Train your mind to see things from a better perspective. You got it. You guys are gonna hold up so much and build so much. It's beautiful. Powerful. You're gonna inspire a lot of people. You're gonna make people feel, I want to be as big as them. I want to accomplish great things like them. You're going to inspire those around you to be greater. Make the changes necessary. Be mindful of your power. And just have fun. Unleash your creativity. Have fun. And remember to take care of yourself. You can't just push, okay? Take a bath. Tend to your wounds. Take care of yourself. Maybe explore those subconscious or unconscious beliefs that hold you back and question them, shift them. You can always ask for help, right? Spirit, can I get out of my own way? Fuck these thoughts. Be mindful of your thoughts. And, you know, which trail you go down with them. Bring it back to the present. Find something to be grateful for, to smile about. Have fun. It's what life's about. You got it. All right, pile number 1. Sorry, that was pretty heavy. You guys are great. Your ancestors have so much love and respect for you. And I feel like in this reading, they really just wanted to remind you of your greatness, of your capability. A couple warnings, but you have all you need to accomplish whatever it is that you desire. And remember to have fun. All right, I love you guys. Lovely pile number 1s. Take care. I'll catch you in the next video. Happy healing. Hello, my lovely pile number 2s, or those of you who resonated with this lovely black kyanite crystal. Welcome to your reading all about your ancestors, what the ancestors have to say, any messages that your ancestors have for you. So let's get into it. So you have number 26, the polar bear for ancestors. Lovely. Number 7, armadillo, groundedness. Number 14, the seahorse with equality. The 7 of fire. The 8 of earth. The 9 of fire. The 10 of fire. And we have the 8 of swords. So funny, you have 7, 8, 9, 10. That's awesome. Okay, we have number 52, stand still. Number 43, the rattle. Number 42, rainmaker. Number 45, the seer. Number 50, the spiral. And number 2, the Andean cross. Sorry if I butchered that name. I think this is the first time this card has come up. It's lovely. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm being really called to the 8 of earth right now. I feel like your ancestors are very proud of you. They're very proud of who you have become, what you're capable of. I feel like your ancestors see you as beautiful, as graceful, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, or whatever you identify with. I see your ancestors taking a sense of pride in you, and also want to tell you that they're sorry if they didn't understand you or see you for who you truly are, and all the beauty and life and brilliance that you have to offer. Your ancestors see you as something precious and rare, that's beautiful, and they want to let you know that they're here to protect you, and they send you their love, and they guide you, and they want to remind you that you have strength within you. You may be beautiful, graceful, you may look delicate on the outside, but they want to remind you that they know and they see that you have power, endurance, and strength. And they're here to ward off evil forces and show you the way and give you the keys to unlock whatever doors may seem closed to you, or that you don't know how something will happen, that they have the keys, they have the way. Just remember to listen, to get quiet, and they love you and they whisper to you often. I don't know if these are, I'm getting the sense these are ancestors, some of them that you knew, that have passed away, and they're always with you. They're always with you, and that you can feel them in your heart, and they also want you to know that you can do divination to communicate with them. They're very proud of how powerful and psychic that you are, if you've been developing your psychic gifts, or if you've been doing any healing, any shadow work, any reflecting. They want you to know that they're proud of you, and that you are fierce, and that you are the light, no matter how much darkness that you've gone through, that you're in, or that's around you, that you are a light, and that you will rise, and that you are healing, and you are the medicine. You're becoming very balanced and blossoming, and they're just so proud of you, and they love you, and they watch over you. Some of you, they communicate with you through birds. I just noticed this. There's like some galactic crows in the background of this card. Really beautiful. They want you to look out in the starlight, and they want you to know that you're powerful and you're bright, and they see your light. They see your brightness. They want you to talk to them more. use your voice, speak out loud for guidance, for advice. Let them know how your day's going. I really feel like they spend a lot of time with you when you're out in nature, when you're doing divination work. If you're going through a healing process right now, they want you to know that they're with you. They aid you. They want you to have more confidence and belief in yourself, in your heart, in your creativity, in your vision. They want you to stand firm and ground in who you are, and stay solid in your knowing. They there's like a sadness here. I don't know if you guys are still mourning them and you love them. Of course you love them. But you love them deeply. Red hair. Maybe one of your ancestors has red hair. Maybe you spent a lot of time with them before they passed away, and they want you to know that they're so grateful of your presence with them, and being there with them at the end means so much. This is really deep. These are ancestors that you may have had more than one lifetime with. Some of you, this was your soul family who just happened to be one of your ancestors, like incarnated as a physical member of your family in this life. Or these may be ancestors you never met, but they're still your star family, and they have a huge and deep kinship to you, more than you'd ever know. Your roots go very deep, and your bond is very strong. This is very beautiful. They want you to know that you're a healing force, and that you've been a healing force for them in their life. And they see your potential and your beauty now that they're on the other side, even more so. They don't want to see you sad. I'm getting like I feel the sensation of like crying. I don't know if you have been crying a lot, but they just want to remind you that there is beauty in your wound, and it's okay to cry, and it's okay to crack your heart open, and the pain is only temporary. And from this tenderness, from this hardship, from this wound, something beautiful will blossom, that it only adds to your healing, your potential. You're a very, how do I say this, raw person. Or you show up and you're not hiding, you're authentic. And that's something about you that's beautiful. You're not afraid to be vulnerable. And it's inspiring. And just know that when you are this way, that you inspire healing in others, and you draw that out in others. You show people where their wounds are. People could be around you, and you pull out things that they need to heal within them, and it's beautiful. They want you to stay balanced. So whatever is coming in life, or you may have to face a lot, or you have faced a lot, but no matter what life brings, they want you to remain compassionate. There's another reminder here that you're protected, that you're strong. Some of you are artists. Continue your artistic pursuits. It'll lead you somewhere amazing, and they don't want you to be bound. Don't let anyone deter you from your path, from your center. Don't let anyone question your intentions or your purity, your beauty, your innocence, your inner knowing, your creativity. They want you to get in tune with your body, what your body's letting you know about people or situations, or what direction you should go into to trust yourself. And to get out in nature. There's a theme also, we have the groundedness card, to get grounded and breathe and walk amongst the oak trees if you can. Or just get out, look at the stars. I'm seeing like an embracing of the feminine energy here, to play with that magic that the feminine energy has to offer. And they want you to know that you're in alignment. Right now, you're watching this. You are in alignment, and you have all the capability and the tools that you need to create and forge the life that you want. They want you to keep your passion for life. Trust insights, inner knowings, visions, inspirations. They can communicate with you through this way, and they think that you have a beautiful way of seeing the world and beautiful pursuits and what you want to create. They want to tell you it's okay to be alone. That you are strong. It's okay if life can be scary. Sometimes you're heading in the right direction. You will rise. You will see things from a greater perspective. They also see the higher perspective. They're proud of you. They have love for you. Want to voice your love. They might send birds to like squawk at you for like confirmation, or if you're wake up, a bird might be like, they might send you a wake up call, or communicate with you through birds. You might find feathers. I see wolves, snakes, horses, bears. Yeah, beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm getting so caught up in this energy. It's lovely. They want you to know that you are made from the stars, that you are a star. You are a star seed. You are a worker of the light, of love, of compassion, of greatness. And you will rise. You are rising. You are transforming. You are transmuting. Whatever you're going through is happening for your highest and greatest good. Don't let the world steal your heart. Keep your mind clear. It's okay to use your voice. It's okay to use your voice. Mm-hmm. You have brilliant ideas. Tend to them, write them down, even if you can't accomplish them now or put effort in them now. They're important, and they're brilliant, and they're divine. You're at a very transformative time in your life right now. If you need to let something go, if you need a release, or if you're doing healing right now, fire is a brilliant element for you to work with at this time. And you're in alignment, but there's some pain that you're unconsciously causing yourself. I feel like there needs to be some forgiveness, some healing, some releasing of the ego. This card has to do with the ego has like a sneaky way of weaseling its way in, you know. The ego isn't bad, but sometimes it can cause pain, hardship, or conflict. And to just be mindful and to check in, right? Don't ignore the signs in your body or your higher knowing, your awareness. If something doesn't feel right, if something's causing you pain. This is also a card to ward off about gossiping. Don't speak badly of others. And to take some ownership. This is just a light reminder to take, if you're hurting yourself, own up to it. You know, if you made a mistake, it's okay. Acknowledge it, but you don't need to punish yourself for it or inflict, harm and say, oh, I deserve this. No, it's not healthy. It's not balanced. Let's not do that. Be kind to yourself and to others. Be mindful of the words that you speak. Right? They're saying that what you put out comes back. And remember, you're a force of compassion, of love, of alignment, of beauty, of healing. There's no need for gossip or bad talk. Yeah, I feel like you may vent to others when you're upset or something's bugging you, and your ancestors are telling you that this just breeds more of that negativity, of that hardship in your life. And to try to balance it or look at it, hold it something needs to be flipped. Something needs to be changed. It's sword, so how you view something or your approach to a circumstance that may be painful needs to change. And to you can always vent to them if there's a problem. Ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for the bigger picture or the higher vibrational way of dealing with something, instead of, I feel like you may have this tendency to like dense down and drop into or get out of alignment, or think that you're stuck when really you're not. You have the keys, you have the answers, you have the tools. There's like a theme of balance here. We have equality. I feel like they're telling you to balance not being too strict and hold on, let me grab this card. To not be too harsh or rude or judgmental, too cold or standoffish. And don't fall into deep sorrow and darkness and sadness. There's like a need to balance, to honor, like, oh, you know what, I'm being judgmental, or I'm being harsh, or I'm being rude, or this could be your inner dialogue or your thoughts or feelings toward other people, and to not get too dragged down or clouded. Or so in this card, it's interesting. There's like some of you may need to cleanse, because if you have deep like sorrow or sadness or negative thoughts, I'm actually seeing is like something dark in your auric field that's feeding off this, that's causing it, that's enhancing it. Nothing to like, I don't mean to scare you or anything. Nothing like a good like salt bath or salt shower, dip in the ocean, or smoke cleansing or clearing, or just getting out into nature will dissipate this with the mountain in the background. But really like connecting to water to cleanse yourself. There's also a little dolphin in the background that I never noticed before. This could be another sign of your ancestors, and also just to be more playful, not to take things so seriously. Like, don't judge yourself too much if you have like really heavy, deep emotions, or if you have a judgmental thought or a harsh thought, or anything of that sort. To like lighten up, to have fun. Don't take yourself or the situation or life too seriously. You may have been drawn to pile number 1 too, but this is definitely a theme that's carrying through, which is to have more fun and dip into this more playful energy. And then we have the armadillo with groundedness. And yes, your ancestors are telling you to ground, go outside more, soak in the sun. It's good for you. Be barefoot. Know your power. They want you to have more pride in yourself and what you have to offer, and to stand in more fully, like embracing and embodying your authentic self. Or you don't have to hide or curl in or shy away with the armadillo here. You don't need to guard yourself so heavily. They are protecting you. Go out in the sun. You guys may have been in like a hermiting mode, or maybe not being so social or keeping to yourself, or been in a really dark place where you want to like retreat inward. And when you're ready, the world's waiting for you, they're saying. There's peaks to be seen, not so many valleys. There's I just feel like the sun, like good things are coming. And again, with the seriousness, there's a lot of seriousness here. Have fun. There's still more bird symbolism too. You guys may have been drawn to pile number 1 too. Yes, ground yourself. Be grounded in who you are. Stand tall, stand proud. Have confidence. Know that you're protected. You are strong, right? With the jaguar print. You are powerful. Know that. Own it. Let's see. Your ancestors want you to connect more with them. If you live in the desert, just getting out in the sun is very important. Like, maybe you don't like to go out in the sun because it gets too hot where you live. They're saying, just get out right when you wake up, or at least like 7 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Go outside and soak in the sun. It will elevate your mood. It will ground you. It'll cleanse you. It'll dissipate the heaviness. There's a lot about dissipating the heaviness, moving away from the darkness, stepping into the light, owning who you are. There's no need for shame. There's no need for guilt. Don't let other people shame you if they don't understand where you're coming from, or your pursuits, or what's important to you in life. Remember, it's your life, it's your direction. You're the leader in your life, and don't give that to anybody else. You own that responsibility. You take the wheel, you grab the reins. You take control. Don't let your ego take control. Don't let your fear take control. Don't let other people's opinions take control. You stay in control. You decide. You take that power. You take your power back. You stand in it. And it's beautiful. I feel like brighter days are ahead of you. Definitely. Definitely brighter days. We have the ancestor card with the polar bear. This card is about, you're going to do things differently than your family. This is a recurring theme too from pile number 1. Things are going to be different. Okay? You're like the same bloodline, but you're a different animal. You're not bound in the ice, right? I see this polar bear and it's like frozen, stuck, and it's rigid. So it's like become the ice, but you're not in the ice. You're free. You're on top of it. You have that mobility. There's that wide stance, like ground in who you are. It's okay to be different. It's okay to do things differently. It's okay to move in a different direction, to look different than your family. It's okay that if you sound different, if you're, your song, this reminds me of Happy Feet, your heart song, right? Everyone might have jazz heart song in your family, but you're freaking rock and roll, you own it. Or you're gonna bang your shamanic drum, sing it, do it, own your individuality. Own that you're different. Don't isolate yourself from the world, because some of the world needs your song, needs your energy, needs what you have to offer, and it's beautiful. It's sweet. Someone just walked by with some smooth music. Maybe you're more R&B, all good. I love it. But there's people who you just walk around and you let off your vibration, you put the vibe out, and I said this in pile number 1 too, like you're not for everybody, and that's okay. But who you're meant for is what matters, and they need you. Beautiful. So now we're gonna get into your advice, and you have the most cards, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think you have the most cards for advice. You have, I'm going to repeat them again, 52, Stand Still, 43, the Rattle, 42, the Rainmaker, 45, the Seer, 50, the Spiral, and 2, the Andean Cross. So I'm getting the same kind of vibe from the Stand Still and the Andean Cross. With the Stand Still, I'm feeling your ancestors say like it's time to prioritize meditation. It's time to prioritize resting and going within. I feel like this will open up a new doorway for you, a new path, a new perspective, right? I've been seeing a lot of keys in your reading, and in this I see a key hole. So it's like you will see where to insert the keys that your ancestors have for you, or that you have inside yourself, or these have been gifted to you, and you'll know where to put them, where to use them. You'll get insights in the directions or the doors that are meant for you when you prioritize meditation and getting clear. Excuse me, again, I'm seeing someone in the sun. So I think that they're telling you to go outside, to ground, get that fresh air and that sunlight, and it's going to nourish your spirit. It's going to ground you. It's going to bring you home, give you a clearer perspective. And with the rattle too, the rattle for me is very cleansing. It's a very powerful tool. I feel like your ancestors are saying to cultivate like I feel like a sacred ritual, or they want you to get into the rhythm of creating like these sacred moments for you to cleanse yourself, to get into meditation, to connect with spirit, to cultivate your tools and your gifts, because when you do this, you're gonna help with the Rainmaker bring in your manifestations, right? when you're clear, when you're cleansed, when you create this sacred time and the sacred ritual and this repetition within your day, and you're tending to yourself, it's gonna clear your field to bring in, right, your manifestations with the Rainmaker. You can quench, you can, summon rains to quench the desert. You hold a lot of power and beauty and grace. They want you to focus on what you want to manifest for yourself and make sure that it's something that nourishes you, that satisfies you, that helps your soul like drink water. I feel like a part of you is thirsty for something. And your spirit, not your spirit, guys, them too, but this is about your ancestors. Your ancestors want you to know that, or their advice to you, again with the rain, cleanse yourself, tune into your magic, be balanced, get clear on what you want to bring forth in your life, what you want to create. You're very psychic with the Seer card here. You're very psychic. You are excuse me, you're a wise one. You can pierce through, see things that are hidden. I just saw 222 on the clock. That might be significant to you. So the Rainmaker is also a card that talks about you create your world, right? We were kind of talking about that earlier, like taking the reins of your life, not giving your power away. And this card is kind of reminding you that nothing happens like to you from the outside, but it's bursting forward from within you. And that the world that you see, right, with the Seer card right next to you, it's just mirroring back the intentions that you've set, and and any conditions in your life. You've created it, so you also have the power to change it, and to not take that personally, but kind of switch it and try to make it empowering. Like, what seeds do you want to sow, right? What seeds do you have? What do you want to grow and nourish? You're the Rainmaker, right? And the water nourishes the land and the seeds within it. So what's in your heart? What do you want to create? What is your vision? Be clear on that. Let it come forward from your heart. And if you're not sure where to put your energy, where to put this magic that you have, this manifestation power that you have, with the Seer card, trust your intuition, trust your higher knowing, right? Sometimes we're not going to get our answers, from outside. It's like what you want to do has to come from within you, and trust your instincts. Trust your higher knowledge. What does your gut say? What does your body say? Hey, what your third eye, what vision, I keep hearing that word, what vision do you hold for your life? This is also like, don't just base your situation or your decisions based off what's in front of you. The higher realms aren't gonna operate like they do here, because they're magical. They're flowing into and out of, they're like penetrating this reality without shape, without form, because they're different. They're not of this world. They're from a higher realm, a higher dimension. So it's to trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust your higher knowledge. that's clear vision, right? If you can't trust your eyes, trust those. And also, like, broaden, I'm hearing like broaden your vision, your horizon. Don't see things in a box, like expand it out, think outside of the box. Like, you have magic within you, and wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And right now I see that as like stillness is in stillness, right? With standstill, healing, cleansing, clearing yourself, getting right on what you want to manifest, what you want to bring forward, what you want to sow. Trust your gut and your intuition, and the spirals, like bringing you inward, I feel like, to your truest self. And with the Andean cross, I feel like that's like go through. It's like a doorway is gonna open up for you. And it's not about timing, it's not about what it looks like in the physical. It's like, are you willing to say yes? Something new, to a new paradigm, a new shift, a new world. I feel like I'm getting, I don't know if you, my son really loves this movie Coraline, but this imagery of the spiral, you know, when she's like crawling through this vortex, right? If you, like, the spiral wants to take you into another world, and it's like, will you cross into the threshold? Will you cross into the doorway of this new life, this new beginning, these new manifestations? And it's like knowing that you are worthy, and you are whole, and you are healed, and you can trust in yourself. And don't let fear guide you. Stand firm in who you are and what you want. Bring your power back to you. I'm also hearing your ancestors tell you you are fierce. You are more fierce than you know. You have an instinct within you that is, it's graceful, and this may sound harsh, but like, it's like a predator, it's a killer. Like, whatever you set your eyes on that you want as like your prey or your kill or your goal or your desire, that you have the ferocity and the power behind you to execute it and to become successful. I feel like a part of you is like hungry and desires something. I feel like I touched on this in pile number 1 too. That you want something, and to know that you're a part of something much grander. Like, you have a bigger impact than you know. And remember that what you set out to do, just keep your intentions pure about how you're going to impact the world. I feel like you guys really want to impact the world somehow, and you will. Trust yourself, trust your instinct, trust your higher knowing. You're destined for it. You will accomplish this before you transition, before you die. And your ancestors are around you, protecting you, guiding you, showing you the way, communicating with you. They love you, they're proud of you. There's a deep respect and appreciation they have for you on a soul level that maybe you never saw when they were here in the physical, but is definitely present with them transitioning to the other side. You hold the power. You are the medicine. You have the capability. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. If you can't trust your eyes, trust yourself. Trust in your tools. Trust in your craft. Trust in your art, your artistic abilities, your artistic pursuits. Trust in what you desire and what you want, that you can create it. Know that you're powerful and you have a deep connection to spirit in the other realm. You are whole. You are whole. Remember that. Also, the moons may be powerful for you to do your spiritual work, deep healing. I'm hearing like initiation. You guys may be going through an initiation soon. Trust yourself, trust your gut, trust your instinct, trust your magic. Trust your clear inner vision, not the outer vision that the world has in front of you. Don't take things so personally. Love yourself. Ground yourself. You're healing yourself. Continue. And you're destined to rise, to be free, to create whatever it is that you desire. All right, my beautiful pile number 2s, that's all that I'm getting for you. I hope that this resonated. Remember, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I will catch you in the next video, guys. Happy healing. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 3, or those of you who picked this or were drawn to this. I believe this is petrified wood. I found this on a walk. And this is your reading on messages from your ancestors. So you have so many cards. You have the most cards from all the piles, so much so that I can't lay them all out on my little table. So I am just going to read all the cards that we have from the tarot and the animal deck just to get a general message, and then we'll go into your advice and read those cards separately. So here's what we have. We have the gorilla, we have the scribe, the maiden, the queen of water, we have the honeybee with reciprocity, we have intuition, we have the 3 of earth in reverse, wisdom, abundance in reverse, destiny in reverse, the 6 of earth, and the journey. You have a lot of cards. Like I said, just trying to see what card is drawing me in right now. See what your ancestors have to say right now. So the scribe card is really pulling me in right now. And it's so funny because there is a little honeybee on here. And then you have the honeybee, right? The animal card that came out for you. I feel for some reason from this card that you guys have been putting out a lot of effort or work into something. Maybe you guys have been speaking a lot, writing a lot, taking in a lot of information, sharpening your intellect, learning a new skill, maybe trying to hone in on some sort of psychic ability, or something to better yourself. I see like a seeking for like tranquility and peace, turning into a new direction, and I see like the willingness to put in the work. I see the willingness to learn something new, to see things differently, to take in new information, a new perspective, a new way of seeing something, opening your ears, opening your mind. There could be a lot of like emotion behind you guys at this time. The scribe looks like they've been crying. Not that that's funny, I don't mean to laugh at you or anything. But yeah, I see like tears of like scrolls like pouring out of his eyes, even pouring out of his mouth. Maybe you guys are having like a hard time expressing yourself or how you feel. I get a sense of like being overwhelmed, worried, frustrated, feeling like a weight or a lot of responsibility. And I'm seeing someone who kind of like needs a little break. Sometimes even honeybees need need to rest. Reminds me of water. And you guys have the Queen of Water here too as well. But I see you guys like willing to seek out a new way of something, honing a skill, something new. And that's just well, two things. So we literally have the peace card with the gorilla, number 4, or no, I'm sorry, number 1. I think that your ancestors really want you to seek more peace in your life. Rest. I feel like you guys have been through a lot. Maybe something had to end, or something had to be destroyed, or because there's smoke and there's destruction. So this card reminds me a lot like a storm is past and now like there's just the calm, right? This gorilla has like been in battle and now it's time to turn towards the sun, I think. You guys may be like heavily burdened, maybe thinking a lot with all the clouds and like this air energy and this gorilla card. And especially the scribe, which is an air sign too, like a lot of like mental work, a lot of things going on like behind your eyes, in your head, a lot of information coming in. Maybe you've been trying to speak a lot or need to speak a lot, or been writing a lot, journaling a lot. That I see like your ancestors really wanting you to seek peace right now in whatever. If you think that there's some battle ahead of you, I think that the battle is done and like the smoke is clearing. And I genuinely feel like brighter days are ahead of you with that card. Okay, so now I'll go into this maiden card, because this to me is like, it's kind of like the Fool card, right? I mean, the maiden is a beautiful young woman who, she has, like, it's a clean slate. She doesn't have the responsibility of the mother, and she doesn't have all the wisdom and has gone through all the heavy experiences that the crone has, right? So I feel like your ancestors are telling you to maybe walk with a little more ease, a little more grace, a little more calm. Like, look at the world with wonder. See its beauty. See its potential, its possibility, its fruitfulness. I'm also hearing like, stop and smell the roses. Make time to just take a walk and get lost. This is a card of like really freeing. To me, it's like you're freeing your mind, free of responsibilities and heavy burden. Maybe some of you would benefit with working with roses. Having roses around the house, smelling roses, adding them to your bath water. They're like, white ones are in her hair and there's pink ones on her path. It's really giving me like a very like heart opening and very healing kind of vibe. I also think that you guys are going to be coming into like a lot of clarity. Maybe before things were kind of hazy and hard to see, not very clear, but I'm seeing that the path is going to be opening up, and maybe possibilities for new avenues or new paths for you to explore. right, I see the white rabbit. It reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland. Like follow the white rabbit, discover something new, hidden worlds. Maybe some adventure is going to be finding you guys as well with this card. I'm now like being drawn to this intuition card for some reason. What I'm seeing is like whatever, if you guys are learning something and if you guys carve time out to just take some peace, have a step back, or take a step back, I'm seeing that like your intuition is going to really heighten. I see that you guys are very intuitive, and your ancestors want you to know that you are very connected to the mystery and the magic of life. You guys hold a lot of wisdom and a lot of creativity as well. You guys are definitely seers and psychics. Yeah, I feel like you guys have a lot of balance too. We have like a black cat in one corner, and the other we have three brightly lit candles. So like the dark and the light, I feel like is very, very balanced with you guys. I think your ancestors would like you to work also with the cycles of the moon. I see like the new moon and the full moon here, like really setting intentions during these time periods. I feel like will really help you with your manifestations, especially since we have the Three of Earth. It's in reverse right now. But in this card, there's a young man, and he's planting acorns, right? There's a squirrel next to him. You guys may have like started something or had, because seeds are like intentions, and when squirrels, it's so funny because I just went over like this assignment with my son about squirrels, and did you know that squirrels don't always, they forage food, right? And they hide it for winter because they don't hibernate. And they don't always go to their acorns, to their seeds that they stashed away. And when they forget about them, they actually help in growing beautiful forests and trees. Beautiful oak trees come forth because the squirrels put the seeds in the ground and then forgot about them. So I'm seeing maybe you guys have forgot about something, or had the intention to sprout something, and then you kind of forgot about it, because I see this young man also, part of his body is like rooted into the ground. So I see something is growing, something's taking root, something's sprouting. And green to me is healing and also cleansing. So I see that maybe this was like a healing intention of yours, or you're trying to manifest something in the physical. And I see that if you work with the cycles of the moons and kind of like let it go and detach from it, I see that it will sprout and give you good fruit, give you good harvest, really blossom into something more beautiful than you expected. There's a fruitful and abundance in here. But we have your abundance card in reverse. I feel like, okay, we have the wisdom card. This gives me hermit vibes. So I feel like you guys need to go within, illuminate. I'm seeing your ancestors want you to find peace within yourself. Cultivate a more youthful mindset in your mind and in your emotions with the Queen of Water here. And I see with the reciprocity card, like all the work that you put in is going to come back to you, and your ancestors want you to know that you put in work you put in effort. You guys have been working really hard on something, and I feel like your ancestors telling you, like, we see all the hard work, all the labor that you've been doing. It's very meticulous. It takes a lot of time, right? But with the honeybee, like, it may seem like such a small little animal, little insect, but like the whole world the whole planet is so dependent on the small little work that these bees do, right? Going from flower to flower to flower. It's so meticulous. It takes so much time. There's so much effort, right? They have to fly miles and miles, and it can be exhausting. And sometimes, like, honeybees need to stop and get a drink of water, right? I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but I feel like your ancestors are telling you, like, when you need to tap into your emotions, like, do not drown. Don't drown in your emotions. Don't get overwhelmed by the depth and the heaviness and the vastness of whatever. Like, don't get overwhelmed by it. I can't tell you how many times in the summer I went to visit my mom, and she lives in a community that has a pool, and I was in the pool with my son, and I cannot tell you how many bees I had to rescue out of this pool. They're like drowning. I was like, with evolution, you would think that these honeybees would learn to drink water without drowning, and I save so many honeybees from drowning in the water. But I feel like this speaks metaphorically in your reading, which is like, yes, you're working. Are you working to distract yourself maybe from heavy or deep, overwhelming emotions? And if you are, like, there's always make time to rest, to cut out, to find peace. And if emotions come up, try not to get overwhelmed or just overwhelmed, or maybe you guys feel very burdened. Maybe there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, right? I said the honeybee, like, the whole world depends on the honeybee. Maybe you have a lot of responsibility. Maybe you have a lot of obligations. Maybe there's a lot riding on the weight of the work that you do, or how you show up, how you move through your day, how you spend your time. But I'm seeing is, like, take time to rest, but there's, like, a balance that needs to happen. I'm seeing, like, a balance between taking time for yourself and putting in the work, balancing your mind and balancing your heart and your emotions. And in the center is, like, maintaining this very curious, this very playful, this very organic and fluid and somewhat, like, detached, like, light, like a lightness, like a daintiness to it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm seeing, like, the middle path for you guys of this balance is to adopt more of the maiden energy, of not getting too strung up and stressed out in your mind, and not getting too weighed down and heavy and feeling overly burdened, and in your heart is a message coming through from your ancestors. There's a message here about romance as well. I feel like for some of you, you're gonna be feeling love. Like, I'm hearing young love, like feeling very young and in love, passionate but innocent. And I'm hearing your ancestors say to tread lightly and stay curious and maintain this sense of, like, purity and this lightness, right? It gives me very childlike energy, where children don't get, well, most children don't, some of us have to grow up, right? And maybe some of you were robbed of your childhood. Maybe that's why this message is coming up, which is, like, kids normally have a very carefree attitude, very light, not super attached, not worried about consequences and actions and responsibilities. And it's like, some of you guys need to adopt, I guess, that kind of childlike energy of like, oh, what's that? You know, kids don't really stay, like, they switch from emotions really easily. And they don't overthink things, and they feel things fully and thoroughly, and then they let them go, you know. They think about things, they ask questions, they're curious, but then they let it go, right? They don't ruminate, they don't overthink, they don't, you know, hold grudges. I mean, maybe some kids do, but they forgive easily, they move on, they move forward, they're seeking the next wonder. You know, oh, you know, I fell down, that sucks, they hurt, they may cry about it, like, oh my gosh, this was awful, but then, like, give them a few minutes and they're going down there like, oh, mom, look, dad, look, uncle, look, a rabbit, oh, look at this pretty oh my gosh, a butterfly, you know. They're very, like, I'm getting this sense and feeling, and my hands are like just expanding, move forward. I'm hearing that, just move forward, continue on, seek new things, look forward, keep looking ahead of you and look around. There's like a need for being present, for being fully here, being fully now, here in the here and now. I'm sorry. Be fully in the here and now and look forward. Don't look backward. Don't look back. Don't hold the past against you or other people. Maybe some of you need to forgive. Maybe some of you need to heal. Maybe some of you definitely going through a transformation, and I'm seeing this in a mental and emotional aspect, right? And all the work you're doing, it's gonna pay off. You may not notice, like, if you're doing a lot of emotional work or working with, you know, limiting beliefs, you guys are trying to manifest, you guys are trying to heighten your intuition, your connection. I'm seeing a lot of work, a lot of output, a lot of effort, and it will pay off. I feel like right now you guys may be in kind of a hermit mode. There may be some fear around finances, abundance, questioning your destiny, your path, right? But I'm seeing that you will be prosperous. I'm seeing like a journey needs to unfold for you. I'm seeing after you cultivate this balance, this lightness of being in a mental and emotional sense, finding peace and tuning in with the cycles of the moon and being intentional, you'll bring forth manifestation, right? Maybe you have a lot of wisdom to share with others, and I'm seeing that, like, what's gonna hold abundance for you, or maybe a blockage is like an emotional blockage, is kind of keeping you from maybe putting out all the effort that you need to, all the work to have that energy and the motivation and the drive. But I'm seeing, like, after this hermit mode and you fully cultivated this sense of like, oh, of wonder, of lightness, of curiosity, tuned into your intuition, right? Like, who am I? What do I desire? What do I want? What do I feel? How do I want to feel in life, right? And focus on feeling good and making these changes so that you're at peace in your mind and your heart. Fruitfulness will come forth. A lot of wisdom will come forth, and I'm seeing abundance unfold, and you having a clear idea of your destiny and your purpose, and it coming forth. I feel another message from your ancestors too is like, once you've unlocked this, you know, any of these blockages, once the abundance comes in and you're clear on your destiny, I feel like you guys may have a tendency maybe to overwork and to stay balanced. And yeah, the abundance will come in. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be taken care of. I'm hearing like, don't, like, so this man in the 6 of Earth, he's like shackled, and he's holding like a small bowl of fruit, and he's holding like this blade, I think, to like harvest. And I'm kind of seeing like, don't become a slave to work, or like, don't bind yourself by like, oh, I have to do this to get this, you know. A lot of I'm not sure how I want to describe this. I'm seeing you guys can be very stubborn people, right? And you have your mind set on something, your heart set on something, and maybe you guys can just push and push and push where you may not see it clearly, but you've become entrapped in your desire or your pursuit, right? And maybe when you do this, when you get trapped in this like way of acting and being, I'm seeing that you may not be bringing in as much abundance as you would like, but to remain balanced in your pursuit, right? Remember, don't overwork. Create time for peace, for rest, to seek refuge, and maintain your balance with this maiden energy. But you guys are definitely on a beautiful journey, and this card also gives me vibes of the Fool, which your ancestors are telling you, you guys hold beautiful magic and potential within yourselves, and there is a lot of darkness and pain and hardship that you've gone through, but that's over now. We have the Pisces energy up ahead, over this guy's head, and I'm seeing like it's time to let go of like a victim mentality. Sorry, I totally got a phone call right there. Kind of put me out of the flow a little bit, but I'm seeing like with the Pisces energy, I think I was saying that like a cycle is ending, or something is ending in your life, and to kind of like let go of any victim mentality, any victimization where you may be circling, going back and forth between the light and the dark. And I'm seeing to step into the light, but know that your darkness doesn't have to wound you or hold you back, but illuminates you. It makes you a better person, right? We want to ask ourselves a question. All these hardships I went through, okay, how can I move out of that, and how am I a better person because of this? How am I stronger, wiser, braver, more discerning? How have I transformed? How am I more compassionate? How am I more understanding of others? That there's beauty in both the pain and the light, and to know that you wouldn't be fully and completely who you are without your past, if you didn't walk the path you did, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be who you are. And to know that you are whole and you are not broken, and that is the biggest lie that you have ever been told, that you are not worthy, that you are less than, that you are not enough, that you're broken, because you could never be broken. You are whole, you are stronger, you stand up again and again and again, and you continue walking forward. There's just a lot of that. Your ancestors want you to know just forward movement. Nothing could ever break your soul. Nothing can ever break your spirit. It's just more wisdom. And thank those who have hurt you, or thrown shade at you, or have tried to harm you. I see the infinity sign. Maybe there's a lot of karmic things that you've been going through, or that you've experienced, that have been like very cyclical and hard and messy, and you've tripped up a lot, and there wasn't a lot of light to see where you were going and you had to do it alone. But just know that you're emerging transformed, balanced, beautiful, and your ancestors are so proud of you. And to not hold anything against anyone who has ever hurt you or shackled you or done you wrong. Just hold that grace, that beauty, that balance, that compassion within yourself to know that I'm grateful for this experience because it has made me more wonderful, more intricate, more interesting, more dynamic, right? It's given you more flavor. It's given you, it's made you better. Anything anyone has ever done to try to bring you down has only made you stronger, and it only makes them look dumb or careless or, not classy. But to always remain with your integrity, and don't walk with shame. Don't walk with be humble, but keep your chin up. Be not overly proud, but acknowledge and know that you have been the best you could be walking through this circumstance. Don't let shame or guilt or any of those negative emotions bring you down, hinder you, or take away your confidence. Don't dim yourself. Show up and shine brightly, fully as you are, and walk completely in your shoes. And try not to judge others, right? Speak kindly onto others. Always be generous, be kind, be compassionate. Always give. Give from the grace. Give with grace. Give from your heart. Be a gracious person. And know that when you give, nothing can be taken from you. That compassion, that love in your heart that you give off, that you exude, can't be taken from you. You're an endless fountain of this divine compassion, generosity, and love. You're going to give a lot of people a sense of being powerful and being strong with you just walking in life in your purpose. And sharing your wisdom and your story with people, and your insights, your knowledge, and connecting with people intimately on a deep level. Just know that all the work you're doing will pay off, and your ancestors are so very proud and grateful to have you and to guide you. Just know that they're protecting you and they're sending you strength, and they'll help as best as they can, leave you little hints to illuminate the path. So much love here. I'm just hearing I love you, I care for you, I got you, you're safe. Keep walking forward, keep looking forward, don't look back. A new life. Okay, so that's all I'm getting from the tarot. I am going to put these cards away, and then we'll look at your advice cards. I'm excited. Okay, so you have the most cards for advice. I feel like I've been giving you advice this whole reading, but we have your cards. You have very powerful and beautiful cards. We'll start with number 46, the Serpent. Number 49, Soul Retrieval. Number 1, the Ancient Ones. Number 51, the Staff. Number 20, Flow. Number 53, the Sun. And number 30, Lightning. So I think I'm going to start with the Serpent, number 46. There is a lot of imagery and a lot of messages in the tarot about you guys going through a transformation, and this number 46 card definitely is that. And I'm sensing your ancestors' advice to you is to just shed and let go of the past and just continue moving forward. There's two snakes headed in opposite directions from each other. Maybe you had to leave certain people behind that you felt bound to. Remember, is I'm seeing more infinity symbols, so maybe this had to do with like some karmic relationship or some karmic situation or person. But I see that your ancestors are just telling you just to release, to let go. You may feel raw at first, it may feel tender, it may feel sensitive. That's all good. It's expected to feel all that you need to feel and just move in the direction that you know you need to move towards. I feel like once you release, like there's no wrong way for you to go, as long as you're not holding anything back, as long as you're not holding on to anything or gripping onto anything, as long as you just let it slide off you again, just with grace. And I see wings here too, which I'm taking just as more symbolism of like, you're doing this, like you're ascending, you're rising, right? The snake is on its belly, maybe like, whoa, am I taking a step backward? It's like, no, you're destined to move forward. Sometimes you have to release and you're like, shit, this feels awful. This feels like I'm not supposed to, it feels like I'm supposed to be, the butterfly with wings, but I'm on the snake shedding its skin with my belly to the ground. But just know that you are bound and destined to fly with these wings here, to move forward, to ascend. I'm seeing like a lot of yellow. I feel like just healing your solar plexus and letting go of like that wound of like shame and guilt and like holding yourself back, maybe not speaking what it is you need to speak. With soul retrieval, maybe it's like you feel as though you've lost parts of yourself, ways of being, but with the soul retrieval card here, it's like you're gonna regain all of that. Like, this is a powerful card of, and here are your wings, right? We started with the serpent, but now all these other cards, I see wings, I see reaching for the sky, I see the moon, I see water, there's the sun here, we have lightning. Like, you guys have a lot within you. I feel like you guys are very multifaceted, very interesting, like looking at a stone or a specimen that you think that you know it, but then you hold it in the light, oh, and you see a rainbow here, and oh, look at these color patterns here. Like, it's just beautiful. And it's like your soul, it's when people look into your eyes, it's your heart, it's just your essence. There's such beauty there and intricacy, and it's lovely. You're beautiful souls, and you're going to be retrieving a lot that you thought was lost, right? It's never lost, and your ancestors are telling you have the power to call your energy back to you, to call pieces of you that you may have left with different people in different parts of time. Like, maybe in the past you left some of your magic with this person or that person, or over here or back there, and it's like you have that power to call it back, to bring the pieces together, to mend your own puzzle. You guys could also be doing like soul regression and stuff. You could also be doing things like with past lives with the ancient ones, and just know that the ancient ones, I'm feeling like your ancestors are here through this card. Such beauty and wisdom, but I'm also seeing an egg. Like, I feel like you're also like one of them. You're also very ancient and very wise. Maybe that's why you've gone through like a lot of hardships, right? If you've been here a long time, you can handle the heavy punches, right? If you're an old soul. New souls don't get all the heavy freaking baggage and the rough waves that life can throw at us. So just know, like, your soul is ancient, and honor yourself. Honor your path, because you have gone through things beyond this lifetime. And you hold the wisdom, and you can call back parts of your soul from past lives as well. I'm hearing your ancestors say, and they'll help you, they'll assist you. We have the staff here as well. So the staff, like, I'm getting like for you to hold like authority over yourself, over your life, over your direction, right? I used a walking stick. Like, I feel like this assists you, right? We had that journey card, and he was also holding a staff in that picture. I put those cards away. But yeah, he was holding a staff, and I'm feeling is like, claim this power, claim ownership. I'm just hearing like, own who you are, own your path, and own where you're going. There's no room for shame. Okay, there's no room for that. There's no room for hiding yourself, because they're in this card, it's like kind of a little bit muddied compared to the other cards, especially around the bottom. Right, the past was dark, but rise up to the light. There's a moon here. Let your intuition guide you. You guys are very intuitive. I feel like the staff also like brings energy down from the heavens, and it's right above the lightning card too, which is just, you guys are powerful. You guys have the ability to harness and ground down massive amounts of like intense spiritual energy downloads with the ancient one here. It's like you're here to teach, to lead, to show a better way, to show the way, to gain authority. And you're retrieving parts of your soul. You're doing heavy freaking work this lifetime. So be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself. We have flow here, and this is also reminding me of that maiden card, which is like that fluidity, that magic, that ebbing, that flowing, and to know that there's great power in that. Finding the path of least resistance. Being this, owning this essence, just knowing that you nourish, you bring water. This is kind of reminding me of pile number 2. I don't know if you were drawn to that pile as well, but you're here to like bring water to the world, like some emotional nourishment, right? So you're here to nourish the emotions and then be the light with the sun here. I'm also hearing for you to nourish your own emotions, honor your feelings, connect with your intuition, connect with this feminine energy. You don't have to be a woman or identify with like the feminine energy. You know, we can ebb and flow between masculine and feminine, but I feel like there's some healing, there's some magic in the beauty of the feminine. I think it was pile 2. I said the feminine, she gives birth, right? But there's also destruction that needs to happen for new life to come through. Hence the serpent, right? The shedding of the skin to have new growth come. Something needs to let go. I'm feeling right now your ancestors are telling you it's a time to be fluid, to be mutable, to be flexible, right? You can be stubborn, you can be focused, you can be hard-headed, you know, you can keep your vision strong. You should keep that in your mind's eye, in your third eye, in your crown, knowing, you know, this is the vision I want, this is what I want to create. this is the end goal, but I'm seeing like the path to get there. Be fluid, stay open, right? Don't block your blessings, because it can come in any shape and form. It can come from anybody, from any direction. Keep yourself open, right? Because we'll block the magic if we get too narrow in our mind and too specific with how things need to be laid out. You guys are really beautiful. Just know that there's a uniqueness about you. And you guys are so balanced, right? We have this feminine flow card, and then we have the sun. I interpret the sun as masculine, but I'm getting like a shyness or a timidness. You guys are super freaking magical. Don't be afraid to shine or dim your light, right? There's that balance. This card speaks about balance of the sun doesn't shine all day light, but also, hey, the sun needs to come out sometime, and I feel like this card for you guys is here to tell you to shine and be seen. Maybe some of you need to go out into the world, but you guys are very balanced with the flow and the sun card here, side by side, mirroring each other. I feel like your masculine side could use some healing. I feel like the feminine side is very like, she's magical, she's lit up, she's creating, but I feel like there's a wound on the masculine side, or maybe you're ashamed of some of like the masculine energies or attributes, just know that there's no shame in being strong or being an initiator or doing things like if we didn't have masculine energy, nothing would happen, nothing would get done, right? It would all just be potential and possibilities with nothing truly being grounded here and now. And just know that to find ways to honor your masculine side, because I'm feeling a deep sense of shame and needing to hide something. Maybe it's emotion. Maybe you're afraid to own your power. Maybe you're afraid of like overpowering other people or being judged. But I'm hearing your ancestors say is you're the one judging yourself, right? What you have to show, what you have to offer, what you have to shine is beautiful. It's priceless. There's 8 billion people on the planet right now. Did you know that? It's October 2022. There's officially 8 billion people on the planet. Odds are some of those people are going to resonate with you, right? And I think I've said this in all the piles is not everyone is going to vibe with you. Not everyone is going to understand you or be into the things that you do, but you need to put yourself out there for the ones that do, because you have something to show, have something to offer, especially with the lightning card here. But I'll get into that in a second, but I'm really feeling like dive in and do some healing with your solar plexus. And maybe you can use this dynamic within yourself, since your feminine is so integrated or in a healthier place, I'll say, than your masculine side. Maybe you can have your inner feminine energy hold space for this masculine energy to be seen, right? Because there's like a wound here. He's wounded. He needs to be tended to, okay? You can't tell him, boys don't cry, buck up, stuff it down. Like, no. There's a wound in his belly. He can't stand up tall and deliver his message if he's like bleeding from his gut. If he's stuck, he needs to be mended, he needs to be healed, he needs to be tended to. This is on an energetic and emotional level. Like, if someone is bleeding from their stomach, go seek medical attention. But yes, I'm just speaking on energy right now, to just hold that space for healing. And it's going to be different for everyone, but really explore and see, because this could be like a sexual wound where, trigger warning, just trigger warning right now, you just skip ahead or just pause, or maybe some of you were sexually taken advantage of, and there's like deep shame here from your masculine side that he couldn't protect you, that he couldn't hold that power within himself and say no and draw a line and protect, right? Because the masculine energy protects the feminine energy. There's a part of you that feels shame, that feels that it has betrayed you in some way, and this is your masculine side, and he's wounded and he feels like he's not capable, he's not good enough, he's not strong enough, and this needs to be tended to and dealt with. This is serious, you guys. If you want to move forward in life, owning all you are and holding this authority in your life and fully being into your power, you need to integrate this. And this isn't any toxic masculinity within yourself. If a man did this to you, just know that shitty people exist in both male and female form, and in any and all forms. There are evil people, period, and they're not just bound to one sex or gender or the other. That this is across the board. And don't hold a grudge, right? We spoke about that earlier. You have every right to feel how you do, but just don't. Some of you are so powerful. Do not curse people. Because it's gonna just, bad karma is gonna happen, because you guys are magical as fuck in your words and your thoughts. You can have bad things happen to people just by thinking it, by wishing it, because there's that intense emotion behind it. You guys, there's a little bit of a warning here. To stay at peace within yourself and stay in integrity. Yeah, there's like, don't sink down to that level. Don't make things worse for yourself, for your soul, for other people. Like, God and your ancestors will take care of them. You don't need to seek vengeance, even though it may be tempting, but that won't fully satisfy you. That won't change the past. That won't help you heal, right? It just brings and aids more of this perpetuating sickness that exists, like, in the world of, he hit me, I'm gonna hit him back harder, he took my eye, I'm gonna take an eye from him, he wounded me, I will wound him, worse. And it's just, nothing good comes from that. You're just feeding it back into the loop. And that's not a message for everybody. Just take what resonates. Sorry we got a little heavy there. Ancestors know that you have been done freaking dirty in life, and they just want you to know that they'll handle it. You focus on you. Create beauty in the world, not more destruction. There's enough of that exists already. And to feel your feelings, you are valid. Completely valid to feel your feelings, to be angry, to feel sick, to feel upset. You have every right to. But know that there's like a part of you that feels this way because it feels like it couldn't give you what you needed to be safe and to be okay, and to like, there's this wound about not being able to protect. Stay balanced. Just send healing energy to your masculine side. I'm really feeling that. Don't be biased, Don't be biased towards yourself. Don't be biased, or don't aid in the separation. Right? The ancient ones, I'm just seeing like coming back to oneness, coming back to like, oops, this cosmic egg from which we all come from the same place. Don't add to that hatred that exists, because I'm sensing like hatred and like I'm feeling sick to my stomach. So like I can feel you guys just feeling fucking sick and tired and disgusted, and you're totally right to feel that way. Go to therapy if you need to, if you resonate with that. Seek the help that you need. Yes, and just move forward from a place, right, of integrity, of holding your head high, and not sinking lower, not giving in to those lower vibrational like urges and temptations that we may have, right, when we're flooded with intense emotions. And you're valid. Just know that. I'm not saying that you're not. You're valid, but don't take the low road. Okay, don't draw more blood. Okay, that was intense, guys. Woo. Okay, let's do a little stretch, move out of that. Okay, so you have the lightning card here, which is just telling me again. So I'm hearing like you need to be this pure vessel, right? You need to, I'm just seeing you guys are just major channels, and take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your solar plexus, the seat of your soul. I feel like you guys take in energy and expel energy from your solar plexus, and there may be a blockage because of this that I was speaking about earlier with your masculine energy. But I'm seeing to just stay clear, take care of your health, take care of your mind, take care of your heart, take super good care of your body, prioritize cleansing yourself, being out in nature, right? Because you're meant to hold a lot of divine and cosmic energy, and your body needs to be up to code, up to date to hold this high vibration. So take the time to heal. Take all the time you need to heal. Just know that you are powerful. You're meant to be powerful. You're meant to lead. You're meant to teach. You're meant to retrieve parts of your soul. You're meant to shed, let go, move forward, sprout wings, and fly and soar. And there's so much love and devotion here for you from your ancestors on a very deep and grounded level that I just sense very clearly. They wish they could protect you more, be your shield, be your armor, be your sword, but they can't. They can just help you energetically, and just know energetically they look down on you with just love and compassion. There's no judgment, there's no hatred, there's no harshness. I want to cry right now. There is just a deep and genuine love and care for you. Like, you won't know, but it's there and it's constant, and they watch over you, and they'll do the best they can to protect you. But it's like you need to embark on this healing and reclaim your power. It's what they're saying right now. Let's let go. My beautiful pile number 3s. It was an honor reading for you. I'm going to end the reading here. I have so much love and gratitude and appreciation for you. I'm so sorry for what you have gone through. You are strong. I know that you will emerge through the other side whole and healed, powerful, strong, and owning completely who you are and what you've gone through and your experiences. And you're only gonna emerge wiser, stronger, with more compassion and understanding. Your ancestors are just lovely. I could stay in this energy all day, but I'm gonna leave you here, okay? Seek help if you need it. Seek extra support. Seek friendship. And trusting and loving connections right now to support you at this time. Let your guard and armor down when this new love comes, because it will not harm you. It doesn't seek to take from you. It seeks to rebuild you, your confidence, remind you of your beauty, of your strength, of your grace. And I feel like this person is very wise as well, and they have some similar experiences to you, and share a little bit of wisdom that they have from their journey, and you guys will just build each other up and help each other grow and be strong and flourish and thrive and blossom together and have a beautiful reunion. This is someone from a past life. I'm sorry, they're like giving me last minute dumps, info dumps right now. You need to laugh more and smile more, be playful, go outside, be in nature. You may find this person in nature. Trust. Carry dark crystals, obsidian, to help cleanse you and transform during this time. Ground yourself, very important. Ground yourself, heal yourself, love and nourish and take care of yourself. Feed yourself and make sure that you rest yourself and your soul. You're doing heavy energy work, I'm feeling, on while you sleep. You do some major inner healing and transformation in the other realms. Your family is around you. Your spirit family, your ancestors are around you. They love you. They hold you. They want to wipe the tears from your eyes, give you a big kiss on the cheek and the forehead, and just, they say, I am proud. You are strong. I am proud. 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 They're all just telling you, I am proud. Be proud. No shame. Be proud. Hold your head high. Don't let your heart be taken or robbed from you. You're beautiful, so shine. Okay, beautiful pile number 3 is your ancestors. Love you so much. I love it. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, or night. So much love to you. So much love and gratitude. And I'll see you in the next reading, guys. Happy healing.